This is Black Culture Court TV, where you can get a black slap if you disrespect the culture. I am Essence, the presiding judge, who will oversee this case. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your applause. Now, the case we have tonight is regarding T.I. T.I. takes his daughter annually to see her gynecologist to let him know if her hymen is still intact. And the culture wants me to decide if he should receive a black slap for doing this. And this is the black slap.
Everybody, King Kong ain't got shit on me. I'm sorry, Charlie. Vegas, say to the ready.
This is.
What is the five? Vegas, say to the face. What?
So the culture wants me to decide if T.I. should receive a black slap. Okay, let's talk about this case. Now, T.I. is a parent, and he has, I think, maybe 5 children, and he is definitely in his children's lives. He is a, what do you call a parent that is, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name. He is an active parent in his children's lives. Now, when I first heard about this, I said, oh my God, wow. I mean, this is going a bit too far, right? Because his wife, Tiny, could easily take his daughter, Deja, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name, Deja, to the gynecologist instead of him going, right? And then also he made the comment that he basically doesn't care if his sons have sex, but he's very particular, or what's the word, protective over his daughters. And I was saying to myself, well, if it's okay for your sons to have sex, who are they having sex with? They are having sex with somebody's daughters, right? Who could be the same age or younger than your daughter. So that is a double standard, and that is unfair. But we will get to that basically after this discussion, because the main topic is he out of line for taking his daughter to her gynecologist and basically just to see if her hymen is intact. Now, I was a little alarmed at first, but you know what? I said to myself, we complain about men not being in their daughters' lives, not protecting them, abandoning them, don't know where their daughters are at night. They are chasing pussy all day and night, that they don't have time to be in their daughters' lives, even if they are not with the mother. Now, there is an epidemic that seems to permeate this society, whereas there are so many single mothers, because especially in the African American culture, because black men are just chasing pussy all day and night. They don't understand the concept of family and what it means. As my daughter's father does not give a hoot, basically, if she is okay at night or what. He doesn't check up on her at night to know. He doesn't check to even see if she is having sex. He does not give her advice about young men. He is not in her life at all like that. All he wants to do is know where the pussy is that he's getting into at night, and that's it. That's his main concern. And whoever is in that house, he is protecting those people that are in the house where he's staying. So now I think about that. At first I was a little alarmed about T.I., but then I'm thinking, well, this man wants to be in his daughter's life. Now, we do know, even though there's a double standard about females having sex and males having sex, we do know that if the female gets pregnant, it's going to be mainly her problem, and it will be his problem also. Because that's the epidemic that's going around these days, right? Most homes are single parent homes. So now we have a father who is very active in his children's lives, and he knows the consequences if his daughter is having sex, that possibly she can get pregnant. Then there's a possibility of STDs, HIV, all these different diseases out there. So he's being very protective, and he's trying to ensure that his daughter knows what the mindset of young guys out there today, because he knows what his mindset is, and he knows what his mindset was when he was young. So he's taking his daughter, he's spending time with his daughter. He's taking her to the gynecologist. He's talking to her gynecologist about his daughter, which means he wants to know or be a part of his daughter's life. Now, I can't knock him for that. I cannot knock him for that. You know, when he was taking his daughter is 18 now, Deja is 18 now. So she really does not, she didn't have to give the doctor the okay to let him know if her hymen was intact or not. But you know what? Up until that point, he had the right. Up to the age of 17, he had just as much right as Tiny had to take his daughter to get a checkup and find out whatever questions or whatever answers he needed to know about his daughter. Just think about that. He is a parent too. Tiny is a parent. He is a parent. It's 50-50. And you know what? Society has us brainwashed to think that, oh, the father's role is this and the mother's role is that. But at the end of the day, both of their roles are to ensure that their daughter is safe and ensure that they know what is going on in their daughter's lives. So now we have a gentleman who's stepping up, and he said it so casually. So apparently he didn't think anything was wrong with it. And apparently really nothing is wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. It's the same as if Tiny took her to the gynecologist and asked the gynecologist, is her hymen still intact? There is no difference really. Now the gynecologist, being that she's 18, I think he said, the gynecologist said, oh, you know, it's confidential because she's 18. But he was able to talk to his daughter and I guess gave the okay. And the gynecologist gave him the information that he needed. Now at first, I was a little alarmed, but you know what? I have to give T.I. credit because he is in his daughter's life. And he has just as much responsibility as Tiny has. Now everybody wants to give their own opinion about how he is raising his daughter, right? Saying, oh, it's her body. I mean, oh, even if she wants to have sex, it's her body. But you know what? She is still very young. Just because society says that 18, you're an adult, that doesn't necessarily mean that mentally you are mature. Or that just because society says that, oh, okay, you're 18 now, you can just spread your wings and your parents do not have any more control of you. Right? That is a misconception. Because at the end of the day, if Deja gets pregnant, it's going to be T.I. and Tiny's issue. They are going to be the ones, if she's not married, they are going to have to be the ones to take care of her and the baby. So